today's lunch in Lima, we are going to be having chifa, and that's basically Chinese food with a Peruvian twist. So you know how we always visit a country, maybe even Canada or the US, and you go to a Chinese buffet and you're like, this is delicious. And then you go to China and you can't find any of the dishes you've had at a Chinese buffet? That's because Chinese food really varies from one country to the next because people incorporate, their spices and their cooking styles. So Peruvian Chinese food is quite distinct. We're going to be eating chifa, which literally means to eat rice. So yeah, we've ordered a lot of food that's going to be coming soon, and it should be interesting. Peruvian Chinese food.
So our appetizers have arrived.
They sure have, and I'm just dividing up the wonton soup. We got chicken wontons. Actually, no. We have pieces of chicken here. I'm not sure what's inside the wontons. That's going to be a surprise.
So
but yeah,
it's chicken plus wontons.
Yeah, we're sharing because we've ordered a lot of food, and I have a feeling I may not be able to finish all of this myself. Ooh. And it just keeps arriving. These are just appetizers. Okay, so Sam is going to begin with the wonton soup over there.
And if there's one dish that we always tend to order when we get Chinese food, basically anywhere in the world, is if wonton soup is on the menu, we're ordering it. So can't wait to try this. Fans. These are huge wontons.
That's a huge noodle. It's like spilling over the spoon.
Yeah.
Don't burn yourself.
Yeah, that's a good wonton.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm guessing the filling may have some pork and a little bit of vegetables inside of it.
Yeah, and the soup has lots of slices of chicken.
Yes.
Want to show us those?
Check out this. Big slices of chicken too. This is going to be a good meal.
So I'm still working on my wonton soup. And as you can probably tell, I added lots of soy sauce to make it a little bit more salty. And another cool thing, I've never had wonton soup with cabbage. This has some big leafy cabbage in here.
Show some of that cabbage. Oh wow.
I'm trying to lift it in my spoon. Look at all that. Ooh.
Massive.
Yeah. So time for appetizers.
Yes, so I am trying the deep fried spring rolls. And these come with a unique, I think this is kind of like a lemon sauce.
Yeah.
And what's pretty cool about these is that they have chicken and vegetables inside. So let's try them. Wow. I've never had spring rolls with a lemon sauce, and I have to say I like it even more than like a soy or a plum sauce. This is really adds a lot of tang and sourness to it. And what's awesome about these is that you can tell that they've been like just freshly made. Like they're so crispy, piping hot, and they're just amazing. This is really tasty.
And let's see, what else do we have here? What are these?
Because if our wonton soup wasn't enough, we also got deep fried wontons. So yeah, and this comes in a red sauce, and this is much thicker. This is gonna be, I have a feeling this is gonna be maybe a little bit sweet and sour.
So crispy.
So crispy, so good. And that sauce really makes it. And I can taste the beef in here too. Yum, 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 yum.
Making our way over to the main.
Yes, this is called the Chancho Cruyoc, or as we call it in English, sweet and sour breaded pork. And this was the must-have dish that I insisted on us ordering.
Yeah.
So basically it comes in a sweet and sour sauce. The pork has been breaded, and what's unique about this one here is that yes, it sometimes comes with pineapple, but over at this restaurant it comes with peach as well. So I've got a piece of pineapple and peach.
And look at the sesame seeds on that.
Yeah. Alright, time to try that. So I'm trying that with peach. I'm just gonna... That's awesome. That is one of my favorite Chinese dishes anywhere in the world. You do it really well here in Peru with the chifa style. It's just so sweet, so sour, and then to have that extra bit of fruit added really adds a, an extra element of juiciness. Just delicious. Okay, next up we've got a breaded chicken dish.
Yes.
What's that one called?
So this one is Jau Kay. And I'm starting to get full already, but we're just starting on the mains, so making room. Big piece. Okay. Yeah, so it's like a breaded chicken, kind of like with a chopped suey sauce. It's very light. It doesn't have a strong flavor, and it's kind of a thicker sauce as well. And I do like it. You can really taste the chicken, the fried breaded chicken. So yeah, I think this is a type of dish that works for most people, you know, easy to like. If you like fried chicken, you're probably gonna like this. So next up,
and no chifa meal would be complete without fried rice. So we have something called Chaufa de Pollo. And here's the pollo. You can see the pieces of chicken. So that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can really taste the chicken. There's also a bit of fried egg and a little bit of spring onions cut up in there too.
Let's have a closer look at that.
So
you can see all of the ingredients in there.
And it's really nice having this rice because you can like put it onto your plate, and then if you're adding these other dishes, it helps like sop up the sauce. And that's my favorite part.
And of course, no meal at a Chinese restaurant would be complete without a pot of tea to help you digest all of it. That's jasmine tea. I just asked for tea, I didn't specify, but this is great.
That's awesome. Because, you know, Chinese food and chifa tends to be quite greasy.
Yes.
And this really helps to aid with the digestion.
All right, so what did you think of Chifa, Chinese food in Peru?
Absolutely loved it. Love Chinese Peruvian food. I think it's some of the best Chinese food I've ever had anywhere. And it has a very strong influence. There was a lot of Chinese immigrants who came from the province of Guangdong, and they brought their cuisine over here. And over time, it's become a fusion cuisine with Peruvian influences. So I absolutely love it. And here's a fun fact. In Lima alone, there's over 6,000 chifa restaurants. Yeah. So anywhere you are in the city, you can get chifa. Obviously, one of the best places to get chifa is Chinatown, but you can be anywhere in the city. We're having our meal here in Miraflores, so you can be anywhere in Lima and you can find yourself some awesome, authentic Chinese Peruvian food.
And you know what? I think the food beat us. We may have ordered a bit too much.
Oh yeah.
We still have some leftovers.
We're gonna have some dinner, to take home.
So it is now time for price point. How much was all that food?
Yeah, so that came to 101 soles. So not the cheapest meal, but when you consider how much we ordered and that we're basically taking home our dinner, not too bad of a value. It's still under 30 US dollars for all of that food. And what we're gonna do is, because since we ordered so much food, we are gonna put the description of the food right at the end of this video. So we'll see you for our next time.
And here's our takeout, our takeaway.
We'll see you next time for another Peruvian food video.